club cricketer who'd turn out anywhere for the love of it. His first match after the Ireland Test was a league game for his childhood side Taunton Dean. He batted and bowled in glasses, and as his partnership with Stokes grew, he began removing his helmet at the end of each over and cleaning the lenses. It was like the Terminator batting with Philip Larkin. Stokes aimed to face the first 4 or 5 deliveries of each over, belting and carving as many as he could before taking a single and allowing Leach to keep out the remaining 1 or 2. At first, it was freeing, euphoric, defiant, as such partnerships sometimes are. But as the target grew closer, the pressure changed sides from Australia onto England. Stokes barely acknowledged the runs that took him to 100. Leach held on for an hour, scoreless. Then Stokes hit a 6 that just cleared the rope to bring the match to the brink. England 1 run behind now, and somehow survived a close leg before shout and a botched run-out in successive balls. It left Leach exposed to the bowling of Pat Cummins with everything on the line. But he cleaned his glasses one last time and nudged one off his hip for a single, celebrated as though it was Bradman reincarnated. The stage was clear for Ben Stokes. The side-on slow-mo replay caught it best, the sequence slow enough to track. Cummins bowled short and wide. The ball slammed into the middle of Stokes's bat and held there for a fraction. He alone knew he'd done it, as he felt the impact in his hands and arms. The ball was through the field and almost to the boundary before the crowd behind him reacted, standing, jumping, screaming, jaws flapping open at 30 frames per second. And there it was, between contact and realisation. Gilchrist's moment. It's a profound thing in cricket, the point at which bat, ball and field come together. In a game that has been able to reinvent itself again and again across centuries, these elements have been unchanging, central to its genius. They formed the basis of the sport when Elizabeth I was on the throne and Shakespeare was alive, and they have spread across the world. Cricket's abiding romantic image has been one of permanence, of an idyllic refuge during uncertain days. In reality, it has responded to the urges of time unlike almost any other sport, yet in its modernity it remains instantly recognisable. The best way to love cricket, Neville Cardus wrote, is to see it against the background of the years. The game is in love with its past, and the past only ever gets bigger. The past and time are its 2 great subjects, its 2 measures, and the past is constantly referenced. Like Gatsby's final lines, we are forever being drawn back towards it. For almost as long as the game has been played, it has been written about. There's something about its timescales that allow gaps for rumination, for mulling, and its symbolism is obvious. It has a moral element imposed on it, and it has the rhythm and structure of a story. And it's inexhaustible. Every new match and each new series contextualises the last, subtly adjusts its meaning. Cricket struggles to engage the casual watcher, partly because it demands something deeper from you, and not everyone can feel the pull of it. As a subject, it's too big for any one writer, any one book. The idea I had was to take the fundamentals of the game, bat, ball and field, and its internal terrain, and find a way to tell their stories, or some of them at least. The Elements of Cricket aims to be more of a companion than a history, just one of many possible pathways through this strange place. My first 2 cricketing heroes were a writer, John Arlott, and a player, Barry Richards, and I didn't see them as different. Arlott with his typewriter and his voice, and Richards with his ghost...